And with that, welcome back to another episode of Reclaiming Power with Rachelle, where we are looking for, finding, and yes, reclaiming our power so we can continue to be rising and thriving on our journey here, our self-love empowerment journey. That said, hello, Goddess Therese. Welcome today. We're back at it. Yay! And I'm super excited for today's topic. It is actually something I'm very, very passionate about. That's why I had to, of course, make the point to say self-love empowerment journey. Because today's topic is about empowerment, period. What that's about, where our power is in empowerment. All right, so welcome back again. As I said, my name is Rachelle, the Reclaiming Power with Rachelle. And it's so wonderful to have you guys hanging out with me today, tuning in, so that you can be feeling more and more empowered on your journey. Okay? So, with that, let's get right to it, shall we? The definition, let's just dive right in and start with that. The definition of the word empowerment itself, because again, we've got to be clarifying what words mean. Because in this day and age, there are so many words that are being spewed at other people, so much projection that's happening that it's so very blatantly obvious to, well, someone like myself and those of us who actually seek definitions of words to make sure we're using the words properly, that those who don't, it's really kind of like, really? Do you know what that word means? Do you really? Are you just regurgitating it because you heard it somewhere and you think it sounds cool and you want to sound cool? Like that so very much seems to be the theme of where we are in this crazy, crazy world. All right? People don't want to be accountable. They don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to be truly empowered by saying, hey, let me make sure that I am crystal clear on what this word means so that I am standing in my power of the word that I'm using. No, doesn't quite happen. So, the definition of empowerment is, first and foremost, it is a noun, a person, place, or thing. That is what a noun is. It's a thing. That's what empowerment is, just so you know. Number one, empowerment is the process of supporting another person or persons to discover and claim personal power. Well, gee, you don't say. And that's what I'm about all day, is empowerment. Looking for, finding, and reclaiming power, because that's why we're really here. We are born into a system that is purposely created to siphon our energies, to suck us dry, to really keep us in a state of powerlessness, right? Of disempowerment. And we are awakening, not woke, because woke is sleepwalking. We are awakening to this revelation, this realization at this time that, only I can choose to look for, find, and reclaim my power. Nobody else can do it for me. Like, yes, we are the ones that can, well, the quote that's coming to mind is, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, kind of thing, right? Or even better still, you can, teach fish for someone. I don't know the whole quote exactly, right? But the fishing analogy, right? Where you can teach someone to fish and they eat for life, or if you do it for them, they only eat that once. And I don't know how the whole thing goes, so don't hold me, hostage for that right there. But that's the basic context here, is that we can, as leaders, as empowered leaders, can show others how to look for and find their power and say, hey, because that's what I love to do. If you look there, you'll find it. But I can't reclaim it for you. You have to reclaim it. Thus, the whole concept of you need to fish for your fish. I can't do it for you, because when I'm out of the picture, you still have to do it for yourself, right? But as someone who lives and thrives in this realm of empowerment and understands truly what this word means, it's knowing again that I can show you where your power is. You and only you can take it back and own that as truly being yours. All right. Empowerment is also defined as the state of being empowered. I just really love when they basically use the same root word in the word and expect you to know what that means, right? But that's why we start with the very first one, right? And then lastly, empowerment also means gaining freedom and power to do what you want or control what happens to you. Ooh. Now, you don't say. Control what happens to you. Because see, when you learn that life happens for you, not to you, that which is happening to you is actually you. You are what happens to you. You do it to you. You are the one that has ultimately the power over you. You are the one who chooses the actions that you take, the choices that you make, and thus and therefore the outcomes that you experience. It's all you, boo. It's all you, boo. All right, so that is the definition of empowerment. And now when we add in the component of self-love empowerment, like that's again what I'm about, because our true power lies in learning to reclaim our power through loving ourselves, through learning to love ourselves. The more we recognize our value, our self-worth, the value of ourselves. When we own our worth, you talk about true empowerment right there. Because then you have boundaries, you respect yourself, you know the power that you possess, and you're ready to be all that you have come to be in that space. All right, so hold on, let me grab a little tissue here. I feel like a little leaky. That was so attractive, I'm sure. At least I didn't have to blow my nose. All right, let me set that there. All right, continuing onward. Right? So around here at Empowerment Experiences, we, again, are practicing being present in every moment. We are practicing and recognizing that only in this moment, this now moment, can we find and connect with our power. Right here, right now. So how do you go about looking for and finding your power? It's actually quite simple. You ask yourself, where is my power in this? Where is my power in this situation? Where is my power in this experience? Where is my power in this belief? Where is my power in this relationship? Where is my power in this goal? Where is my power in this commitment? Where is my power in any of this? And you have to be the one to allow yourself to see that and then go, oh. And a lot of times you're peeling back a layer. You're lifting up a rug that may have been sitting on top of some moldy old carpet or something that someone covered up, like we tend to do with our shadow selves, right? We tend to just sweep it under the rug and go, what? What you talking about, Willis? I don't know what you're talking about. What? I don't have any sabotage. There ain't no sabotage there. Denial. And that is the part of you that keeps you from the life that you desire. Is that part of you that hides these things from you, which is hiding the very parts of you that you need in order to be empowered, in order to reintegrate them into yourself and step fully into your power, because you now have that power in you where it needed to always be, right? So that is it. That is how you look for and reclaim your power, the most simple way of doing so. Now, obviously, all things in context, all, circumstances alter cases. That's why I am definitely around for, 30-minute video sessions. We can jump on a call and we can assist you. We can together look for and find and assist you in reclaiming your power in whatever circumstance that you're in that you feel powerless in. You don't need to keep feeling powerless in that space, okay? I am here for you. You can go to iamempowered.as.me and book your session today. I will say this is the last week that it's only $55 for my coaching because, again, owning my worth, owning the value that I bring to the table. And I don't set a very good example for the rest of you if I'm not owning my worth. How can I expect you to own yours, right? So with that, next level empowerment. This is where we are. Next level me, as I said at the very beginning of this live stream to my dream, Reclaiming Power with Rachelle, divinely guided, series that I'm now in, second week, which, yes, like how amazing does it feel? How empowering does it feel, Goddess, for you to be on your journey and staying accountable and staying committed to your commitments, to your promises to yourself that you made at the beginning of this journey with me? Because I know I'm feeling pretty empowered today. Let me tell you, it's true. Cheers. All right. I have a couple quotes that I have to share. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Remember, the only one that causes you to play small, that allows you, even more so, that allows you to play small, is you. There may be other external influences in life, and I know I've definitely had this in recent times, for sure, of, allowing myself to lower my standards because of my bleeding heart kind of stuff, for others, in the respect of going, wait a minute, no, you need to raise up to where I am. And as someone who has coached this for years, like, don't crawl in the trenches. You're supposed to extend a hand, but they ultimately have to pull themselves up and out with your assistance. I'm not saying they're doing it by themselves. And that's what I do in essence as a self-love empowerment coach. You're not doing it by yourself, but you're still going to have to be the one to take your power back. And that's what this comes down to, is when you recognize that you've been allowing yourself to play small as a result of others in your life that are stifling your joy, cutting you down, picking you apart, making you to feel less than. Remember, and I say this not just for y'all, but for me too, you let it happen. You let it happen. You allowed for this to continue. Yes, you may have forgiven them, and then you gave them another chance. By all means, everybody deserves a second chance for sure. But when it's a pattern, and it's a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, you lose count kind of pattern, you get the choice of either saying, oh my God, I should have known better. Oh my God, I should have ended it then, and blah, blah, blah. Should is shit. Let's first and foremost know that. Should is shit. Should is the way that, should is the whack-a-mole hammer, right? That the ego uses. You shoulda, you shoulda, you shoulda. But you can't change it. So how does that help you? It doesn't. Instead, it's about looking for where your power is so that you feel empowered, looking for where your power is, and that is in going, wait a minute, number one, what is my lesson in this? What has this taught me? Because I guarantee you, sister, that number one spot is the biggest chunk of power. Because when you become aware of something, and that's what this is an awareness. When you become aware of something, you take back your biggest chunk of power. Right off the bat, when you become aware of something, you take back your biggest chunk of power. So what is this teaching me? What is this teaching me? That right there is a gift. And then if you've been that person that just poured in and poured into these other individuals in your life, and that energy was not reciprocated, but you wanted to, well, hold that space for them. You wanted to acknowledge where they were while simultaneously seeing the potential in them. That's a problem that especially we women get into with men in relationships, is we see the potential, we don't see the reality. We don't want to, we want to be like, oh, because that's, a real nurturing woman, she's there to uplift and to build up her man. But when it's a dynamic where it is not a reciprocal kind of thing, in fact, she's being cut down and picked apart, you have to finally wake up and go, wait a minute, holy moly, I have been lowering myself to their level. And this is not just in an intimate relationship, this is in any relationship with people. When you can recognize for yourself that you feel less empowered around someone, it's because you got to look at where you're giving your power away to them and letting them have any sort of any sort of influence on your state of being, on your state of being empowered. And so as I'm saying, though, you can choose to say, well, it's not a mistake. I'm choosing not to beat myself up because, yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda, changed this, months ago, but, after about chance number 12, but it didn't. I let it continue. So you can choose to give your power away in that moment and beat yourself up and say, oh my God, I knew better. Oh my God, I should have ended this. Oh my God, I should have da 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 da. Instead, you can say, wow, I really poured into that. I gave such a gift. Such a gift. And they didn't want that gift. They squandered it. Squandered it. They criticized it. They condemned it. They picked it apart. They scoffed at it. Well, those people don't deserve you in their lives, any of them, none of them. They don't deserve you. And when you own your worth and you level up and you say, listen, you got to come up to my level or you don't get to play in my sandbox. That's how you have to be. And it's no ill will or anything like that to those who are not at your frequency, because that's what I'm talking when I talk level. And we're going to talk again about frequency and vibration and all of that through these weeks. But that's what it means when they're not at your level, when it's not at your level of energetic vibration, not at your level of life experience, not at your level of comprehension and understanding and overstanding. And you've got to give yourself credit. You have to recognize the value of you, and that is true empowerment, because that is reclaiming your personal power. All right. Oof. I knew there was a little thing I wanted to do. All right. And then we're going to pull a card. So here is a practice that I highly recommend you do, because I'm sure especially if you're in my circle in this self-love empowerment journey, if you're anything like, well, the majority of us, you have definitely said and done some not so nice things to and about yourself, haven't you? Again, beating yourself up for not seeing the signs, not making the changes or the shifts, or, you know, not doing it then because now you're absolutely crystal clear. But perchance that's why it did go on so long. Because you needed to be in all of your nurturability, if that's a word, it is now. In all of your giveability, right? All that you want to see so much in others, you've got to give and see in yourself. And I'm not even sure if that was where I was going with that, but that worked good. That worked, didn't it? Right? But you've got to be the one that's so willing to give and do for yourself all the things that you give and do for others. You do. You have to be filling your cup so full that it overflows into those around you. That is true self-love empowerment. Truly. So, this exercise, again, if you've definitely been one to beat yourself up a bit, judge yourself, criticize yourself, put yourself down in any way, shape, or form. Any way, shape, or form. You're going to do the practice of mirror mindset work. That's what I call it. Mirror mindset work. So you're actually going to go to a mirror in your home, your bathroom, your bedroom, wherever you got it. And you are going to look yourself in the eye. And you are going to tell yourself good things. You're going to even apologize to yourself for things that you may have said and done that really weren't supportive of you, because guess what? When others don't really pour into you, it's important that you look and be really honest with yourself and say, wait a minute, how much or how little am I pouring into myself? Is my cup really full? Is it overflowing, or am I pouring out of what little bit I have in my own cup to help someone else, to be there for others? You have to first be there for yourself. That's true personal power, is being able to stand in your power and, again, pour into other cups and be there to assist others in looking for, finding, and reclaiming their power. So mirror mindset work, again, is about you looking at you and being your best friend, being your number one cheerleader, being the one that has your back. Again, optimum personal power there. Because if you are not on your side, if you are not your cheerleader, how could you ever expect to feel truly empowered at any point in your journey? How? It doesn't work quite like that. It has to begin within. So yeah, take some time. Do it all the time. In fact, for all of us ladies, all us women, we be doing our hairs. I don't do makeup. I'm a natural kind of woman, but I definitely like to flat iron my hair a little bit because, you know, we got attitude that likes to do things, short hair syndrome kind of thing here, right? So, you know, while you're doing that and you're looking in the mirror, say these things to yourself, love on yourself, empower yourself for the day ahead. Say, you got this, girl. Damn, you look good. Ooh, you are so enough that I can't even handle it. Woo! You have to fill your cup so full that it overflows, because nobody else can fill that cup up for you but you. With that, let us fill our cups with a crystal mandala activation card for today. And really quick, it's Alana Fairchild. Here's the deck that we're using. And I love this. And for those who may be new, because of all the beauty on this deck here, oh my goodness, I definitely make sure to not look at these cards while I am getting ready to pull. I do a delicate shuffle like this because I honor my cards. I love my cards, and I don't want to, you know, shuffle them like a poker deck. Yeah. And so let me close my eyes, and we are going to see what we've got. for today's card regarding empowerment. And there we just had 2 jump out of the deck. So guess what? We get 2. And they are, oh, I picked them up upside down. I did. They were awesome. Woo, these are so good. Wow. All right. So we have Goddess Tara and Tibetan Quartz is this one. And then we have Ascended Master Helios and Citrine is this one. Okay. So let's read Goddess Tara and Tibetan Quartz first. And it says, her eye ever open. Her eye. I'm on my video here. Her eye ever open. I acknowledge that my inner light is growing stronger, shining brighter, and becoming more visible. How perfect is this for today? I relax in the understanding that the brighter the light, the more powerful the spiritual protection I generate for myself and all beings. I shine fearless and true, with respectful boundaries that honor the need for all beings to choose their path. I attract and emanate a high level of spiritual guidance, wisdom, and protection for all. Talk about a statement of empowerment there. Talk about a declaration of empowerment on that card. Woo! So wonderful. And now Citrine, which again, when I just know the titles from when I first shown these to you, and I know both of these cards are spot on today. Your time to shine. That is what this title of this card is. Your time to shine. So her eye ever open, looking for, finding, and reclaiming your power, because guess what? It's your time to shine, girlfriend. It is your time to shine. And it says, I accept life's loving invitation to shine with a cosmic soul-felt yes. My inner light is powerful enough to contribute healing radiance, peace, and higher understanding to this world. I am brave and bright. I am supported and surrendered. I have the power of love and light within me. I give myself permission to delight and rest in the luminous sanctuary of my divine connection. I am the light. Wow. See, intuitively read that one the second because it needed to end with, I am the light. You are the I am in you. That is what ultimate empowerment is acknowledging that you are this, you, that nobody else can be but you. And you get to design and create and be you. That's what it is to be in your personal power, is that you, again, as we've already talked this last week, you've got to get to know you. You've got to be connected with you and your power and know who you are, what you're about, where you stand, how powerful you are, what you're creating. Harness that power and be purposeful, be intentional, and create the life that you deserve, because you do have the power, goddess. You do have the power. And I'm here to remind you of that. And I'm going to be here today, tomorrow, for 4 days straight this week. So it's today, which is Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be going live this week. So today, the topic was empowerment. And that's what we're about here. All right? So be sure to tune in. Thanks you for catching the replay. Thank you for catching me live, for those of you who are tuning in live. And I remind you again that you can book your session at iamempowered.as.me. And let's reclaim your power. Let's look and see where it is, find it, and assist you in empowering yourself, in reclaiming your power so that you can rise and thrive on your journey. So with that, as I do, I am here to remind you that the power, it is in your hands. It is in your hands. Because that power has always, always been inside you. Namaste.